Huh? Welcome back.
Hi.
That wasn't even coordinated. Good
Yo.
job, guys.
Yay!
Yay! Inspiration for everybody.
Well, you already all got inspiration for being dressed up tonight. Nice
Yeah.
job there.
Yay.
Yay.
Josh did try to go full blue bodysuit, but the facial part was a little constricting and difficult to see through, apparently.
That was
Good
part
effort, though.
So you.
I tried. I just can't see.
That's kind of important when you're working on things on a computer.
A little bit.
Yeah, you know, and most other things that require vision.
Must train harder for next time.
Yeah, just with your eyes closed, rolling dice. And what did I roll?
Right.
We're not here. I'm not sure how we're supposed to see Josh.
It's a 20, right? It's got to be a 20.
I sense it's a 20.
That sounded like a 20.
It's a 1. Womp womp.
Oh, do they make sound-activated dice? That'd be kind of handy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm pretty sure they do. You can.
I've seen the light-up ones that can like change colors or something, but
Yeah, they should have some with like the LED screen where you can like make sound effects depending on what it lands on.
they probably also make one that like changes stuff on your screen or something depending on what you roll.
Ooh, that'd be cool. All good.
You know, roll the 1 and there's a big old wah wah coming out of your computer or something. Oh yeah. Anyway, so can anyone other than me remember what happened last time?
Already got my inspiration.
See the same here.
Yeah. We had gone through and delivered the crate only to find that the crate was full of some nasties that we had to take care of.
Yep.
After helping, in which case we got a good night's rest, blah, blah, started the next day. We met a friend who we tried to build up his, we tried to encourage him to be a better spell jammer, so on and so forth. That one girl who's real nasty that we've given a hard time, we gave even more a hard time.
And you still can't remember her name?
No, I can't remember her name for the life of me.
Well, her name was Vina, and the guy's name was Micken Haverstance.
Micken Haverstance, who
Micken
we tried to
Haverstance.
encourage to like be better, but unfortunately for him, that girl decided to slap him, and we did something to her. We started a food fight, and then we went to do some spell jamming training, and we're currently on a boat traveling. We had to get a parchment or a book of some sort from space in our ship, and on our way back, we are currently being attacked by another vessel.
Yep, pretty accurate. Yep, you had to get a logbook from a downed spell jamming vessel, and oh yeah, you named your Hammerhead ship the Canyonero.
Canyonero. Canyonero.
The Squirrel Squash and Deer Smash and Driving Machine, something like that.
Squirrel Squash and Deer Smash, driving machine,
Canyonero.
Oh yeah, and because when you assigned roles, Ulu was your captain, Syra was your spell jammer, and David and Blorf were both crewmates. So, yep. As captain, Ulu named it the Canyonero.
Canyonero.
Yep.
The only thing on Ulu's mind is Borzon Tarto, the handsomest woman he ever did see.
He's just trying to do his best to impress.
Well, he's done pretty well so far.
We'll see if we can do a little bit more.
Oh, yep. So as your ship steers clear of the asteroids, another ship appears. Its sleek frame is painted in a wild shade of pink and is designed to resemble an immense squid. Starlight reflects off the ship's hull, illuminating 2 turret-mounted ballistas rotating slowly to face your ship. I've uploaded a couple of pictures. Another picture of the Squid ship and nice little pirate crew picture as well.
There's their crew. They're pretty ferocious.
Totally.
Well, so we're going to have ourselves a ship-to-ship battle with a Hammerhead ship and a Squid ship. which, as I said in the ad, it's Hammerhead Shark versus Squid in space.
In space. Mecha Shark
Technically.
versus Giga Squid.
It's Blorfin time.
No.
That's an interesting catchphrase.
It's Blorfin time.
All right. Well, yep. Since we're doing ship-to-ship battle, that means we're going with the side initiative rule, which basically, as a crew, you roll a single d20 without modifiers. Your enemies roll a single d20 without modifiers, and then basically you all go on the same initiative turn.
Oh.
Which is handy because a ship does have, like the ballista requires 3 turns to activate, technically, to load, to aim, and to fire. So in that case, you can cooperate better than if it's all, bouncing back and forth between players.
Mm-hmm.
Is at least the idea as I understand it.
It's like Crash Bands in a sense.
Yeah, you could say that. Yep, so someone just roll a regular d20 without modifiers, and I'll do the same.
Jared, do you want to do the honors? Or no, our captain should.
Yeah, Ulu should.
Uh,
Wow, you jumped right on that, didn't you?
I was trying to get you to roll it. Okay, 14. It was almost a 6.
Okay, hang on, just gotta input that stuff manually.
No, that should work in here. It does work in here.
Is it? Oh, yeah. The fixed.
Yeah. They were just updating it.
Everything's getting updated.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Can we use
doesn't
that
count.
one? Come on.
Oh, wow. It's okay. Carnero.
All right. Well, you've got the squid ship angling towards your hammerhead. They're about 50 feet out. And unfortunately, they got the higher roll on the initiative turn, so they're going to get to take some shots at you.
Dang nabbit.
Let's see. All right. Well, they've got a full crew of Githyanki pirates to man their ballistas. So, all right, they load, they, aim, and then fire. So let's see. And the shot goes wide. That was a warning shot! They call out.
But I warn you, we are going to shoot you.
Fire again! Well, they luckily have enough. Well, luckily for them, they have enough crew members to set up another shot with their ballista. So, yep, load, aim, fire!
Here comes another warning shot.
Ooh, nope, that's not a warning shot.
Damn it.
Ooh, you jinxed us.
Ooh. And, I'm able to keep track of it here, but if anyone else wants to do so, your ship has 400 hit points.
Holy.
That's it?
Oh. Well,
Go ahead.
and they do 24 damage.
Jeez,
No.
Beats. Okay.
How did they shoot us with?
Ballista bolts, so big old arrows, like
Yeah.
probably the size of people. Siege weapons and all that.
Get you every time.
We just got this ship paid off.
Hang on, I'm gonna, if I switch to
What's new
the,
in maps?
if I switch to the squid ship in the map, can you guys see it?
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Hang on, I actually need to arrange that a little differently. They're all,
Oh,
at
you
the
colored it
ballist-
all in so we can't see the bottom or the mid.
yep, that's basically, you can see the top sections where mainly the pet pirates are at the moment, stationed around their ballista bolts, and, who knows how many more are hiding below deck.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay.
Huzzah.
I'm gonna try something. All right.
All right, so then that's, let's see. What's their speed? Oh. Well, their Spelljammer is apparently going to try to take aim because those tentacles on the front of the ship are actually looking pretty rigid. So they're not like flailing things. They look more like they're looking to impale your ship. So they start
No.
angling towards you. They can't get
Ramming
close
spiky
enough to
things.
ram you just yet, but they're angling for it. So
Oh,
with that,
shit.
it's your crew's turn.
All right, they're putting holes in our ship. We gotta do something.
What do we do, Captain?
Are any of our weapons preloaded, or do we have to load them?
Nope, that's going to take turns. So you do have a ballista, a mangonel, which is kind of like a catapult, and you also have a blunt ram on your Hammerhead ship, which Jayla would be able to operate since she's currently steering it. Unfortunately, the thing is, actually, should I repost the stats for the Hammerhead ship in our chat here?
Do we have it? I think we still have it, don't we?
If you want to
Well, yeah,
Way
repost
back
them.
when. No.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, you have it.
Yep, I have it. Kinda.
Okay.
It's I'll have to
Kind of.
download it though.
It's a little small.
Oh, okay. I can post it again if you guys want.
Yeah. Be helpful.
Here we go.
It's. I can see Josh looking through the screen.
Yes, watch me.
Yep, so you guys have a ballista, a mangonel, and the ballista takes 3 actions to use. The mangonel actually takes 5 actions, so that'll be a little difficult on one turn. And the ram on the ship is basically the hammerhead itself, which can be operated by Jayla since she's steering it. Unfortunately, a ramming attack does damage your own ship in the process too. So just a heads up. And
16. Ooh.
yeah, it's this stuff is pretty damaging. You know, it's ship to ship.
Well, we're not leaking anything or taking on astral juices, are we?
Nope, it's not quite like that. Your ship can get damaged beyond function, but right now it's just, you know, damage itself. And let's see. Oh yeah, I mentioned this last time, but ships also have a damage threshold. So you might see that your ship, for instance, has an armor class of 15. It also has a damage threshold of 15, which means even if they get over your armor, if they don't do more than 15 damage, it doesn't affect it.
Okay.
The same applies to their ship with different numbers, but
Well, shoot, I think we should shoot back. Let's go. I started sprinting towards the ballista. Anybody know how to use this thing?
We'll figure it out on the way. Rush over to help him. So I'll load,
Alright.
I guess I'll load it up.
Now, okay, so this is where the tricky part comes in. With him being a
Right.
gift, does he get to automatically help load? Because that's one of his actions he can do with his weapon.
well, unfortunately, that's for firearms, not for siege weapons.
Yeah.
But he's a big, big man. Like a
Oh,
pea
yeah,
shooter.
He
yeah.
to him.
is, but a ballista is a big, big machine. Let's see.
We're replacing this with a cannon pronto.
Oh, there is a gift ship that exists that is basically just a giant cannon with a ship attached.
Mm,
Cannon with the ship attached.
can't
Pretty
love
much, for the way it looks. Yep. So, Blorf, David, and Ulu, you're gonna fire up a ballista.
I think that's the.
Yep.
Yep.
There's
not
nothing
much
we can
else.
do.
Yeah, I don't think there's much else we can do.
Between three
Alright.
of us, that's the best action. Otherwise, it's going to take us an eternity to load a manga now.
Yeah.
But there is also the option of attacking the ship yourself. You know, it's of course it is a little trickier to get over the damage threshold as a person than
Yeah.
it is a siege weapon. So,
I don't think
or
anyone's
if they get close enough, you can try boarding.
Well, we
We'll
could.
see. Ram
What
them.
about that, or what about the crew? Just shoot all if there's no crew left to drive it around.
As long as there's nobody below deck, yeah. They're all
That's true,
hunting up
yeah.
in the same area.
That's true.
There's always options.
We could aim for the
Yep.
Spelljammer.
Well, unfortunately, those like jail are pretty well hidden below deck, and you don't exactly know where below deck they are.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do y'all think we could take out a couple of them with the ballista? Aim right at their. What did they shoot at us? Did they shoot a ballista at us?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just aim it
They've
right at
got
their
the-
ballista.
Oh yeah, you can also aim for the ballista itself. That's also damageable.
And they're right next to it, so they might take some shrapnel.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Sure. I say we
Perfect.
do it. Why
I
not?
think
The same
I
for
think
it.
we do that.
Gotta do something.
All right.
Oh yes.
You want me to roll for you guys, or just you'd rather do it yourselves?
I don't care.
Well, it's a +6 to hit for the Hammerhead ship, so I'll just do a roll here.
Now we're doing the bolt, right? Yeah.
Why were you aiming at the ballista specifically, or just the boat itself?
I think we should ballista.
Yeah, ballista. I said bolt, not bolt, like the boat. Bolt.
Oh, okay, the bolt.
B-O-L-T. Sorry.
Yep.
I was
All
thinking about
right.
the weapon itself we were using.
So you take aim and strike true on the ballista, and let's see what kind of damage you do.
All of it?
12 damage to the ballista. And that's all right.
Wow, that's
yep.
really bad.
Yeah. What is
Fire
that?
on
Like
the.
Oh god.
Oh, you fire a ballista bolt. That's one of their ballistas, and yep, does a bit of damage. It's plenty of them take cover, but unfortunately, it still looks operational.
Hell yeah! Take that.
And with that,
Yeah.
Jayla, you have the option of piloting the ship or abandoning your post and trying to help out on deck if that seems like an option. But I did note that they were kind of starting to angle towards your ship, try to hit you.
Yeah.
So
Should we angle away, or do you guys want me to try and ram them? What's our theory here? So we do have to bring the ship back in one piece. That was part of the thing.
It's true.
Agreed, but they also didn't say anything about being attacked by space pirates, did they?
Ramming speed.
well, they're about 20 feet out, so you have enough speed to ram them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want me to do it?
Let's get a rebuttal in there. A rehead buttle.
Mhm.
All right, we're gonna try and ram it.
All right. I'll roll for your hit. Oh, yeah, you hit.
Huzzah! Take that, you ruffians.
Oh, boy. That is a lot of dice.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
That say 16?
Yes.
All right.
16
D10.
That is 95 damage to their ship.
Yeah, the first one was
And
the
you
warning
take
shot.
half damage. So that's 48 damage to your ship.
Okay.
We still have like 350. We're fine.
Well.
The ship has more hit points than we do.
Okay, and yep, you come to a dead stop right next to their ship. But yeah, you just ram right into them. You can hear them all scream, and plenty of what the hell's crying out as they really just went lurching with that ram. They weren't expecting you to pull it back on them.
Take that, you ruffians.
All right, yep. So now you're practically like perpendicular to their ship with the way you rammed it. You definitely wanted to avoid the tentacle piercings, but. Ah, you sons of bitches! You think you can take us? Well, I mean, we kind of started the fight. Shut up! You want to start something? Okay, no.
Don't take that sass. Get him.
Oh,
Indeed.
make a charisma roll.
I'll try.
Oh,
17.
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah. Why are you ordering me around? You ain't captain. What the hell? You want to start a mutiny now? Oh, he realizes he's kind of outnumbered currently, so no. You may have started something.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
So does that take our whole turn doing that?
Yep, because you all did your move and action to fire the ballista. Then
Okay.
Jayla also used her spell jamming to ram the ship.
Thanks.
All right, you know what? Smart guy, you and 2 of those guys, board that fucker.
Yeah, come on now.
So, yep. Hang
Better.
on. Let me switch back maps. And let's see. Yeah, gotta get the. Hang on. Yeah, should have had this prepared beforehand. Get the Yankee. Ah, here we are.
Oh.
So, yep, 3 of the Githyanki pirates jump onto your ship. And let's see, you were right next. So, yeah, they have enough room to move. Or actually, hang on, you guys would be at the ballista currently. So, let's see.
Yeah, where's that?
You guys would be up here on the top deck. Yep, so, well, they managed to get to the main deck, which means they're a bit out of the range for you guys. So, 10. Okay, yep, they can't quite make it up to you guys right now on their turn. Yep, they're feeling proud and mighty as they're charging towards you with their swords in the air. Ah! Fortunately, that still means they've got enough pirates left to fire their other ballista.
How many do they have?
Yep, and
We should have brought more crewmates.
Well, you're given the option.
oh, they fire their ballista bolt, but it fires at your ship and just deflects slightly off. So it hit, but it didn't damage.
Ooh.
That's the best you can do.
Womp womp.
Shut up! I was. But you already said it was a warning shot last time, sir. Oh, shut up, okay? The sun was in my eyes.
I'm gonna turn around
Look,
and
sir.
turn around and pull down like one side of my pant leg and smack my butt cheek. Come on now, get it.
Come on, I did not need to see some giff ass right now.
Yeah, you did. That shot was awful.
Your mother's awful. Ah, how do you like that?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh,
That was sad.
yeah, I feel kind of sad now. Shut up. We're trying to board and kill these fuckers, okay? Yeah. Right. Sorry, sir. All right. Well, with that, it's your crew's turn.
I wonder, can we take this bolt and push 3 Yankees aboard our ship, possibly? I'd love to see what kind of damage we could do if we were to pierce all of them at once.
I see we are thinking one and the same. Get Yankee shish kebab.
I've never had Yankee before. I'm speaking this
Put
quite
one in
loudly.
there and fire it back at their ship. Be fun.
Another interesting concept.
So you're looking to turn around and try to shoot all the Yankee on your own ship?
Yeah, all 3.
They're like all down the stairs, aren't they?
Yeah.
More or less, yeah. I mean, since you're kind of shooting at an angle, it's going to be very likely you're going to shoot your own ship in the process.
Yeah. But we could take out all 3, so.
This is true.
Man, I almost want to roll to intimidate and see if I can intimidate him with the.
Just swinging around.
Yep.
I'll let you try it. I mean, yeah, that would definitely take an action though. So if you do it, then you at least, yeah, that's significant enough that I'd have to count it as an action, I'd say.
Well,
can we point at them menacingly and see if how they react?
That would still be the intimidation.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Ooh.
I mean, it's
right,
load aim, so yeah, sorry, I kind of gonna have to give you either you shoot or you intimidate on this.
Well, then we're gonna shoot him if that's the case. I don't
Okay.
think there's no other
Yep.
choice at that
And
point.
just think it really hard while we do this.
Who's
Kill.
who's the better combatant between David and Blorf?
Well, it's a group action, so we just have to worry about
I was thinking
our ship thing for a
Yeah,
plus
it might-
whatever.
it might take us an extra turn to load it, but I wonder if having somebody basically holding them off on the stairs while the other two load would be the bet, or one guy load, and then the other two, or we just take all three of these guys out. Just miss out on a turn of shooting their ship.
I think it's a valid tactic if you want to try and shoot them all with the same bolt. They are lined up. I didn't do that quite right, but that's more bad planning on their part in the boarding action, really.
Yeah, I'd say just shoot all three, and then we have to worry about 3 more on their side. Then
Hell yeah, let's do it.
All right. Yep. You load, take aim, and you do see a brief "oh shit" look on their face. Let's see.
Ooh, grinning
I'm
Ooh,
laughing
grinning.
maniacally right now.
ear to ear.
All
Like a
right.
crazy
Well,
person.
that hits, and let's see what the damage is. All right. Well, that definitely kills the first one.
Shish kebab?
And I'm actually wondering if I should do like spillover damage or how this is going to work exactly. I don't think this is listed in the rules.
I mean, come on, that's got enough force. We're literally firing a large ballista bolt into 3 of them.
That's fair. That's fair. This is a weapon that's supposed to be taking out ships. So
It's
yeah,
meant for
all right.
ships, and we just launched it into 3 Yankees.
Yep, that's fair. So yep, brief oh shit as this thing just flies right through them, and let's see, what was the damage? Huh? It's actually just below the damage threshold.
Oh.
So you don't damage your own ship in the process.
Professionals.
Oh yeah, it's just
Damn, we're good.
flies right through and just, well, it's 1 Githyanki, 2 Githyanki, and 3 Githyanki, and then it just thumps against the wall of the ship behind them rather than impale into it. So yeah, you made a Githyanki shish kebab and taken out 3 pirates in one blow.
Just look at the other ship and just be like,
Yep.
I'm sorry, were those yours?
Sir, I'm not feeling too confident about this.
Is there any? Okay, so with the Spelljammer, is she allowed to move away, or would that be considered an attack of opportunity with the ship?
I don't see that working since, they would still need to take the time to prep their. Or well, hang on, did I feel like I forgot something? Oh, I forgot to move their ship, but whatever, they boarded, so yep, they're right next to you still. They weren't going to move, they wanted to board. Their fault. But
I would say, Sarah, you should move away from them so we can ram them one more time.
that's valid. She can move away and yeah, she can try and do a quick U-turn and ram them. She should have enough distance for that.
You guys just want me to back up and go again?
do it again.
If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, I don't see a minimum travel distance you need to do to ram them, so yeah, I think it's a valid tactic.
Let's try it.
All right, so yep, just and ram. Ooh, nope, it's just didn't quite connect. Kind of
Ugh.
glancing blow.
A slight bump.
Well,
What the?
you're not going to tell them that was a warning shot now?
Nope. We're trying to kill you.
You've made that very clear when you fucking shish kebab my men.
Well, if you try that again, I swear we'll do it one more time. Just line them up nice and easy.
Fire the fucking ballista, you assholes! Yes, sir!
We're
Okay.
signaling
Well,
fire
can-
1 now because they're down half their men.
Yep. There. All right. Oh, and nope. They glances off the bow of your ship again.
Ooh.
Are we sure they're pirates?
They're trying. At least let them try. We should clap for effort.
Where are these assholes? So they're gonna try and use your own tactic against you. A bit of a reverse and go towards you with their piercing ram. Ooh, nat 20.
Dang. I see we've upset them.
Perhaps.
Oh boy. All right. So
At least they damaged their own ship in the process, though.
That's true.
that's 170 damage.
Oh!
Yes.
But yeah, that's the half that damage to them.
Damn.
There's not much left of our ship.
Pirates are
Shit.
looking a little shaken up from that ram, but the one who seems to have been in charge does declare, "All right, how do you like them? Everyone still alive out here? Good.
Not for much longer. Now you're within killing range.
Fuck.
Big mistake there, muchacho.
Well, it's your turn now.
I say we aim for the ballista once more.
Are they all lined up in a line on their boat?
No, they're crowded around the ballista. You know, one at the ammo pile, one at the back, and one barking orders, basically. Up, you want to shoot at their ballista?
Mm-hmm.
Okie do. Okay, that's a hit and damage. All right, 19 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Math.
And
Well,
how are Gith friends doing over there?
Well, the ballista is barely functional, but there. Of course, they do have a second one still right next to it.
I mean, was it functioning before? They don't seem to use it.
Well, they sent their crew members over to your ship and got shish kebabbed, so. Now they're down to enough crew members to man one. But if you break one, they could just switch over to the other one.
So perhaps switch in tactics instead of shooting their ballista was continue to shoot them.
Good point. Well, we could also ram them again. That also seemed to work decently.
Yeah, but if we get too high of a roll, we risk killing our ship. Take a lot of damage.
It's the risk-reward scenario. I mean,
Fortune favors.
I don't
them
think
both.
we're getting the deposit back at this point, so I just say ram it.
What's the captain say? You want me to ram it?
Hell yeah, I want to ram it. Take him out.
All right. I follow.
Canyon arrow.
Canyon arrow.
All right, that's a hit, and that's a damage.
This baby can take it.
But can they take it? They're just as banged up as we are.
102 bludgeoning damage.
So take 51.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're at 101.
I was gonna say status report.
Yeah, you with that ram, you sent most of the crew that was topside flying off the ship into wild space and took out that both ballistas in the process. This was a hell of a ram, and yeah, you hear just nothing but screaming and terrified yells as this squid ship is barely being held together at this point. And yeah, there's plenty of panicked yells now as doesn't look like they're interested in continuing this fight.
Oh,
yeah,
why not? Come on, we were having such fun.
with that ram, they're starting to try to retreat. So they're now 30 feet away from you. That's their top speed when they're within your gravity range.
Do we keep firing, or should we just go back to our mission?
Well, I think we need to bring these boys down.
Yes, I agreed. Let none survive.
Up, I mean, yeah, your ballista has 120-foot range, so it'll be a while before they're.
The ship is fine. Go for it.
Okay. Let us
right.
fire upon them.
Okay. Well, another ballista bolt. Ooh, nope, goes wide. No. But, you're not exactly starved for trouble now. They keep trying to flee. They're now 60 feet away, still within range.
Well, we could chase them down, honestly, couldn't we?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Jayla still has the option to go after them.
Yeah, and I'll chase them if they get out of range.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
All
target
right.
practice.
Let's fire another one. Yes, agreed. Good target practice. I like the way you think, Florf.
All right. That hits and does... Ooh, not enough damage. Bit of a glancing blow off the port.
Well, we at least hit him this time.
Maybe a little more to the right next time.
Yes, I like it.
Do we want to try taking a round or two and loading up a mangonel? See how well that does.
I could move us a little forward. I still have.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah, let's get it right on their tails.
Okay. I'll move us a
Okay.
little more forward.
Yep, you start to catch up, and you vaguely hear you can just vaguely make out some panicked yells from the squid ship. There's some decent distance, but it's loud enough that it's like, oh, they're fucking, oh my god! Holy shit,
Where are you going? We're having
paranoid.
fun.
We might not win this race, but we're gonna have fun.
All right,
Better
yep,
slogan.
so, yep, two of you managed to load the mangonel, get some big old rock in there. And one of you manages to at least get it partially aimed, so that's one of your group turns so far.
Oh, I'm just whistling.
Business as usual.
Well, they try to put some distance again, but I assume, Jayla, you're going to try to stay on them. Yep, so maintain the distance.
Gotta make that.
Which point you have your three remaining turns to finish setting this thing up. So, actually, you only need 2 actions to set this up now. So another action, aim it, and 1 to fire it. Oh, what's the custom roll?
Does anybody have an action that they can do? Since we're only gonna need to use 2, we got 1 extra.
Can I use Bardic Inspiration with this?
Does it specify with Bardic Inspiration that it has to be a person or just? I mean, well, it's the person shooting, so I don't see why it shouldn't work.
Okay, well, who's going to shoot then? Well, not that we all the same roll for it, but...
Look, I'm gonna run up to the front of the mangonel and put my boot up and stand there heroically. Fire, Blorf!
Firing, Captain!
Shoot
I'll
that
do my
thing!
Bardic Inspiration to give you another D6 to use with that. To make sure we hit.
I think we're gonna get it this time, guys. I got a feeling.
All right, so that's okay, and a D6. Oh yeah, that's 30 to hit. All right, so what do we get for damage? Oh, all right, with that. Yep, Ulu's standing there proudly with his finger pointed out, and Blor fires as David is giving inspirational music, and this boulder just sails through and just shatters the squid ship to pieces as you see pirates, what's left of them, scattering about and being flung to different parts of the void. There's just nothing left of this squid ship. It is thoroughly destroyed.
As we're sailing through the detritus,
I wiggle around amorphously. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Blorf a big ol' high five. Hell yeah, brother!
It's like,
Damn.
Nicely done, Iron. Nicely done.
most excellent.
And good job on piloting the ship, Sarah. Well
Oh,
done.
thank you. Kept us
All
afloat.
right, shall we return with our quarry back to the captain?
Yeah, we better go.
All right.
Shucks, we've
You
had our
start.
fun.
No, hang on. I think I forgot something. No, here we go.
Good thing it's a simulation, or they might not be happy about the bodies.
Well, I mean, they were pirates, so if anything, this would have been, yeah,
And
par
had
for
this
the
not been a
course.
simulation, we could have pillaged their ship instead.
It's true.
So how many holes are there in our ship right now?
Several. I mean,
Like
hang
Swiss
on. Where
cheese.
was? I think I forgot to. Oh, there's the damage. I mean, you've got a quarter of your health left, so that's definitely quite a few holes.
I think we did pretty good.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Run into anything else along the way.
Well, everyone roll for perception.
Damn it.
Oh,
Just had to say
my
something.
bad, man.
Oh.
So-
10.
12.
3.
21.
Ooh,
What am I
Captain.
perceiving?
All right. Well, let's see. Where's the map? And you see on the stern castle, near the rear of the ship, two shadowy-looking figures appear.
Oh,
What's
come
who?
on now.
Up, if you look on the Hammerhead map, you'll see two, well, shadows that have somehow slipped onto your ship, onto the stern castle. Let's
Oh,
see.
there they are. Shadows.
Yeah.
Will we actually
right.
be near them since we were firing the
Oh,
mangonel?
we were
Oh,
firing the
true. Yeah.
Oh, yep. My mistake. I forgot about that. So, yep, you're right within their range. All
What
right.
the hell?
Roll for initiative.
You've got to be kidding me. We
Shadow
built this
people.
Yankee and now we have these things? Ugh. Hmm.
All right.
7.
Well, with that, one of these shadows slips over. And let's see. Who's that? Oh, yep, there you guys are. So one goes over to Blorf and kind of slithers towards you, basically,
Ooh.
and tries to make an reach at for you with his shadowy morphousness.
Shadowy
But
Morpheus.
nope, you're just like water. You flow away.
Still dancing, jiggling around.
With that, it's David's turn.
Okay. Let's see, what can I do here? Move the map for a second so I get close and personal. Oh. Okay, I am going to move about here. And I'm going to cast Thunder Wave as I play a melody to try to push back the intruder. And it's 10 feet away from me.
Oh, the distance.
Yep.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw of 14.
Oh, epic fail.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Should he get blown off
Does
the
that
ship?
does that blast him right off the ship?
A total of 7 damage. And yeah, it pushes him 10 feet.
That's thunder damage.
Yep.
Okay. And there's the map. Well, yeah, with 10 feet, then it's, well, technically on the tail of the ship. So you go to the main deck lower to the map below, that basically be there
Oh,
on the
goody.
tail.
Oh yeah.
Yep, you blast it away with a thunderous wave, and fortunately, it just kind of seems to ripple through the shadow, but you at least frustrate it and send it a little further away from you. Then, Ulu, your turn.
All right, I'm going to attempt a side roll. Over here. 5 feet.
Do a quick acrobatics roll just to see how graceful you are.
Oh no. 7.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
You still
Shit.
do it, but yeah, it's a little awkward looking, like, like you're trying to do the somersault. Wait, no.
I get up and look around real quick.
Captain, that was so graceful.
Thanks. And then I'm gonna shoot my longbow at the one on Blorf. 26.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Dang. Was that a
10
crit?
damage? No, I have +8 on my longbow.
Dang.
Damn.
Nice.
Yep, your arrow strikes true, and you hear sort of, as this arrow just flies through, but definitely takes a bit of a wisp of this shadow with it. So, yeah, not pleasant for it, thankfully. All right, then it's
That is all I got.
level 2, Well,
This is true.
then this shadow decides to get back at David, reaches out to touch him, touching you, missing him.
I'll cast again. Ba, ba, ba.
Well, it's Blorf's turn.
Oh. All right, I give him a nice left jab. With 12.
That hits.
And then I think I'll spend a key point and do a bonus attack, flurry of blows. We get 2 more unarmed strikes. That's 4 damage. And then we'll do the 2 strikes. Eight to hit.
Nope.
And for the second one, chaw. 15. The uppercut
That hits.
with 4 more damage.
Yeah. Well, you are literally shadowboxing right now. It's a bit odd how you're punching a shadow and you're not sure how effective your punches are, but you're at least sending some bits of it flying away as you managed to connect twice.
Just like training.
Yeah, I could see that. Oh, no, then it's Syra's turn, and yeah, you're unfortunately below deck still in the spell jamming chamber.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. You guys want me just to keep flying this thing home?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
this handled.
Okay, just call if you need something. Just be sending
Yeah,
emails.
probably take too long to get yourself up there.
Yeah. It's
All
fine.
Mhm.
right.
Repeat of Monday.
All right. Well, the shadow who's been getting boxed is, well, it's hard to tell since shadow, but it's at least writhing a little angrily at Blorf as it tries to reach out and touch him. Seems to be their thing.
Don't touch me.
Reach out and touch.
See, and
Yeah.
oh man, they're not good at touching people apparently. Nope, no good. Blorf evades his shadowy touch, and it's David's turn.
Okay. Once again, we're going to cast Thunderwave. And it is a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Ooh, saved.
Okay. Well, you're not pushed, but you are going to take half damage from this
Okay.
for a total of 9. So
So yeah. Okay.
so
Seems to kind of
after-
brace itself, this shadow, as you ready another thunder wave, and
Yeah.
And with my bonus action, I am going to cast Bardic Inspiration upon Ulu. Playing one more melody to give him some good groovy vibes.
Thanks, brother. I'm feeling the groove.
I'm glad to hear it.
well, and with that, it's Ulu's turn. So good timing.
I am going to. Which one of them looks less shadowy? Like more bits have been blown off of them.
The one in front of Blorf is definitely looking a little more wispy.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll shoot the one in front of Blorf again. Yeah, ka 22.
Oh yeah. Lost hits.
For 8 damage.
Oh, another hissing sound as this arrow whips through him and takes leaves, well, temporary hole in it. And yeah, it's like almost a skeletal stick figure of a shadow at this point. There's not a lot of mass to this thing left. Still
I'm going
upright,
to
or whatever a shadow is.
I'm going to add an additional 2 damage to that with Astral Spark. Is what it's. Once per turn, when you hit a target with a simpler martial weapon, you can choose that. You can have that target take an additional 2 force damage.
Ah, okay.
Take
Oh,
that.
so arrow whips through, and there's a blast of force, and you hear a much louder hiss from the shadow, as it definitely did not like the force damage. Now it's like just a little stick of shadow left, so it's barely there.
Lord, quick! It's allergic to arrows.
Indeed,
Yep.
it is.
That would be interesting. Well,
To carry some with me.
Dwarf, you're up against your little stick of a shadow.
The arrow's still stuck in the shadow?
No, it whipped through it,
Ah.
but there was like a force blast as it went through from the spark.
Just literally trying to take the captain's advice on that one, but we'll just punch it instead. Well, no. I'm gonna do a right kick. I'm gonna do a roundhouse. Roundhouse. For 24.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah. 4 damage. Must have hit him with my pinky toe.
Oh, it's that you roundhouse through the shadow, which just dissipates as you whip through it.
Oh, and I keep my foot up in the air.
Roundhouse.
Oh.
Roundhouse.
Yeah, and Syra, I take it you're still gonna just pilot the ship.
Yep.
Okay, fair. All right, David, and you're up against the remaining shadow.
Well, I shall
That's
say
radiant
that
things.
I once again will try to push this creature off into the distance and do a thunder wave.
Thunderwave.
Thunder wave.
All right.
Thunderwave.
Arrow.
And-
Get
Oh,
off
no
our
save.
canyon arrow.
No save, so full damage.
All right, so that'd be a total of 11 damage.
Whew.
Okay.
And
And
10
it-
foot off the ship.
Well, so yep, on the tail of the hammerhead again. Yeah, it hisses as this blast of thunderous sound just sends it whiffing by.
And I smile and wave as I still keep strumming my instrument. Hello, hi. How are you?
Encore.
I'm
Oh.
afraid I'm out.
Oh, and Ulu, your turn.
All right, I'm going to run over here, despite being captivated by Blorf's backyard kung fu.
Backyard kung fu.
There's two things Ulu loves, and that's moonshine and backyard kung fu. I'm gonna run over here and shoot at the shadow. Oh,
Oh no.
I lost. I didn't see what I rolled.
You get to use
12.
12.
That hits.
Oh yeah, you get inspiration, don't you? Bardic.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you still had that too. You did hit though.
How long does Bardic Inspiration last? Is that like an until I use it kind of thing?
It's got a time limit, but typically it's a full battle.
Oh,
6 arrow damage.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
another arrow whips through this shadow and takes a piece of it with it. And you hear that same deathly hissing sound.
Mhm.
Oof.
And then it's the shadow's turn. You could swear it's all the way it's gliding over. It almost is like a frustrated trudge. Like this again.
Yes, come back. They all come back.
It's once again gonna try to reach out and touch David.
Hmm.
all about the touching.
He actually succeeds this time.
Oh.
You take 6 necrotic damage,
Oof.
and your strength score is reduced by 1
Yikes.
Oh,
like permanently.
until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay.
Yep, it manages to reach out and touch you, and you just feel this draining, rotting energy course through you, and it just enfeebles you a little. It's very unpleasant.
Not a big fan of that one, guys. Ouch, that did kind of hurt.
And with that, Blorf, your turn.
not wanting to disappoint his captain, Blorf's gonna try a stunt. He's gonna run up the mangonel and try to jump off of it and do a jump kick on the shadow.
Okay. Make an acrobatics roll.
Advantage on that. Hang on. It's the same. It's 13.
Oh, okay.
As he's jumping over, Ulu is like slow motion. Ulu's like, Jump.
It's not very graceful or impressive looking, but you do manage to jump onto it and well, yeah, make your roll to hit.
Come on, roll. Stop it. There we go. 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits. So
Yeah.
no, wasn't as amazing as you were hoping for your leap and jump kick, but you do manage to get up the mangonel and get a leap off into the shadow.
Just a little tired, that's all. 6 damage.
Oh. Yep, and with that, you leap into the shadow and drop kick it into non-existence.
Yeah.
Well done, Blorf.
It's like,
Yep, like a dying gasp of breath.
if you guys ever seen that episode, has anybody ever watched Dragon Ball Z?
oh yeah.
Bits
What
and
is
pieces.
that?
Oh, yeah.
Never.
I've
Don't know
met
what
people.
that
I've met people
is.
who haven't watched Dragon Ball Z. They had the episode where Tien is blasting Cell over and over and over again, trying to get out of that hole.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
That
tri-beam.
reminded me, with the tri-beam, that was David, that fight. Oh, tri-beam.
Tri-beam Thunderwave. Ah. Hopefully it doesn't drain you of your essence, collapse after it. Oh, I got him, I think.
It did make me quite tired, I'll give you that.
Well, that was definitely quite an adventure for you guys to deal with pirates and then some sudden shadows out of who knows where. Up with
Anybody-
that.
Anybody know what those things were? Those shadowy balls of wispiness.
Didn't think to ask.
Well, you can roll for Arcana or Investigation if you like, or I guess History.
I'm gonna run
that
to,
would work too.
Syra didn't see them. Shit.
Well, she has a full view of the ship since she's spell jamming.
Syra, do you read me?
Hello. My nails
Captain's
look
deck to
okay.
bridge. Captain's deck to bridge.
All right. Well, Blorf and Syra, you both try to recall a little mystical knowledge, and you're quite certain these were shadows, which are kind of like vengeful spirits of sorts. Hard to say if they came from the Squid ship or could have even come from the ship that you were investigating for that logbook.
Oh,
Mm.
The dead
Hmm.
bodies on our ship. I mean,
that's
it's
what I
kind
was
of a-
thinking. Yeah. They came back.
The spirit of this shish kebab. Get Yankee.
Well, it's
Make good friends.
It's hard to say. I mean, shadows are just undead creatures that seem to become like dark exaggerations of the people who passed. It's unclear on, if there's some driving force or if they're just black voids of vengeful nothingness from the death that was caused. But yeah, could have been hitching a ride on the pirate ship, could have been lurking somewhere among the stars. It's, shadows.
All right, let's say we turn this van around and head home.
I've been heading home.
Yep. Well, with no large objects impeding your light speed, so to speak, you start just zooming past and flying by stars, and just another rapid, light speed event as you're racing back towards Toril. Suddenly, however, after a bit of travel, your ship slows, marking the unexpected presence of something else in the vicinity. It takes just a moment to spot another Hammerhead ship in the distance. The other ship, however, is severely damaged and adrift. Every few seconds, it looks like bands of electricity ripple out from the center of its hull, dealing further damage to the ship.
That's not quite right.
Mm.
What do you make
Syra,
of that, Captain?
what do you see, Syra?
It's another Hammerhead ship. It's got ripples.
Did
attached
it-
to the ship.
Does Syra have like telescope eyes as the ship?
Not so much. It's just that she can basically look out of any part of the ship since she's more or less one with it. I mean, yep. Everyone roll for perception if you want to take a better look at that ship in the distance. You're, roughly 60 feet away or so.
4.
19.
8.
24. I pull out the extra long binoculars.
Like reaches into the ship.
Oh yeah, Ulu, you just, I don't know much about the eyesight of hippos, but you just have the eyesight of an eagle and a hippo body somehow. As you carefully look in the distance,
I can pick out every detail.
He eats all his carrots.
you can see it's a very similar make to your own Hammerhead ship. So it's quite likely this is your fellow cadets. And as you keep trying to look a little closer, as an arc of electricity lights up the ship, you do see what looks like Micken and his fellow cadets who were in the other simulation chamber. And see Micken waving over to your ship, clearly in some distress.
Well, we did
Hey
promise
there,
we were
bud.
going to beat him.
It
Hey, well,
could
that-
be a trap.
All right, David, you seem pretty close to that young man. What do you think we should do here?
Good question. I lean over the deck and like, excuse me, sir. You seem to be having some trouble. This wouldn't happen to be a trap, would it?
Well, have you been moving closer, Syra, or have you
A
been keeping
little
your
bit.
distance?
Inching slightly.
Well, hang on. Let me roll for Micken's perception. Okay. Yep. He's able to hear you, and you hear him with some effort call out, "Something went wrong with the ship. It's starting to fry itself somehow. I don't know if it's going to hold together much longer."
Well, we can't leave them, can we?
I mean, it's a simulation.
This is true.
Hmm.
But
I
who
mean, it's
knows?
just part of the test.
What's the correct answer?
Good point. Well, they are fellow travelers of our school, and how far be it from us to leave them here in such desolence. Besides, if they have anything good on them, maybe we could always raid them later.
That's true. It's not like they're gonna defeat us.
Indeed.
Does,
I do say we will try to help you to the best of our ability, as long as we do it safely for our own ship.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. If you just try to pull along carefully, you should be able to avoid the arcs.
Oh,
Okay.
goody.
do we have like grappling hooks? Could we just grapple their boat and pull it behind us?
I don't want the arcs to go on the hooks and come to our ship.
That's true.
Well,
Nothing quite like that. I mean, if you guys are carrying some rope, but that's a bit of a gamble that rope would be enough to hold a whole ship behind you.
Mm.
hmm.
Okay.
Do
Yeah,
we
I
have
think we
enough
should.
red shirts to make a rope?
How dare you? I'm not giving up my shirt.
Well, we do have those 3 dead Githyanki back there on the main deck.
Hmm.
That is true. With a bolt through them, so.
I mean, you could just pull alongside and have them hop over. But...
Could just talk to them for a minute.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm gonna draw my
near
bow.
enough to be able to talk, but not near enough that they can board yet.
All right, Mick. Nice and slow. Get my bow out.
All right. Well, we'll go near enough to talk, but not near enough to for them to be able to board.
All right, you carefully pull up like maybe about 10 feet away, so it's at least not a safe distance for them to leap. And yep, you see the cadets kind of taking cover near Micken as occasionally there's an arc of electricity out of just the ship itself practically, and Micken is either trying to deflect it with a bit of magic or trying to hold up a piece of debris to shield himself and his fellow crew members. And yeah, it's a desperate looking situation.
All right.
See, I knew he was good.
You totally. Yes, you did, Sarah. All the way. All right. We're going to try to get as close as we can to you, and you'll have to try to make your way there the best you can while avoiding the arcs to your best of your abilities.
Yeah, thank you. Well, all right, everyone, I'll try to hold off the arcs. Just hurry over to their ship. We don't want to damage theirs.
I
Well,
would
just
cast
be a little
Sanctuary,
closer.
but I have no more spell slots.
I don't own that, so
Oh, I mean, you can also just try to catch people as they're jumping over. Help
No,
them
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
All right, yep. So one by one, cadets start leaping over to your ship, and you make sure that they land safely. And finally, Micken also leaps over, and is clearly pretty winded from all the effort he's been doing to hold off these arcs. But yep, he waves off your efforts to help him, and just let's just get out of here. I don't know how much longer that ship's gonna last.
Indeed, yes. We should move. We'll get out of range. Do we have any empty rooms on the ship?
I mean, looking at the map, I'd say so. You're like a crew of 5 on a ship that probably comfortably seats like 15 or more.
Yeah, we got 5 crew chambers on the cargo deck.
We should take them to one of those crew chambers and let them rest.
Huh. Fair. Mikan just, as you lead into a chamber, does explain that he's really not sure what happened. It's like the bell jamming helm just started to malfunction or something, and just started blasting out lightning everywhere. It's really just a miracle you guys showed up when you did to be able to give them a ride back. Yeah, they didn't even get near the ship they were supposed to go to for the logbook. So, yeah, it's just kind of beating himself up over not being able to lead his crew to victory. But
No.
he's not ungrateful to you guys. You know, he's definitely appreciates you saving them like that.
He's sad.
Yes. Yes. It's okay. You and your fellow crewmates just take a breather, and when we get back, I'm sure you can explain to them what had happened, and maybe it was ship, like you said. But don't beat yourself up over it.
Yeah.
There's always next time. I mean, you can't let little setbacks like this deter you from your goals.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Thank you, Bobbid, which was the nickname you said you had.
Yes. Yeah, no problem, Mick. No problem at all. You just go in the room with your fellow mates there, and we'll be there in no time. I promise.
Yeah. With that, you've already been peeling away from the other Hammerhead ship, and as you make a decent distance, you just see this thing light up like a firework, basically, as it finally just fries itself to pieces. And definitely good timing on your part to get them away from that. Way up, you once again just start zooming through wild space as you come back to the planet Coral, and as you start angling in for a landing, the illusion around you starts to end in a wave of silvery blue light, and you stand now within the simulation chamber again where your training exercise began. However, then the magical energy starts to ripple around you like a turbulent cloud, reaching out to touch the rune-inscribed walls, and then it explodes outward with a burst of lightning as bolts are flying everywhere, sending your instructors Cirith, Tarto, and others just flying to the ground. Make dexterity saving throws, everyone.
Jeez, oh Pete.
What'd you guys do?
Oh, and
Okay.
you're all healed, and spells you used during the simulation are returned to you.
You said it was a
Yay.
dexterity check?
Yep, dexterity save.
Do you?
Ruh-roh.
13.
Can I use my bardic inspiration?
I believe that works for that, yeah.
Is that a 1d6?
6 are my spells. Boop, boop, boop.
13.
Okay.
20.
Oh. See. All right, hang on. That's. Okay, you all take 12 lightning, or no, 6 lightning damage. Yep, you
Ooh.
took half. Yep, 6
For those
lightning
that
damage
passed?
as.
Oh, shit.
Say again?
For those that passed the dexterity saving throw.
Yep, you all passed.
So we just take 12, you said?
No, 6. You took half of the damage. So.
Okay.
Oof.
My
That would
my
take-
God, what was that?
Oh, I feel all tingly.
Yep. Well, with that, luckily, whatever happened disperses, but both your instructors, Cirith Abazin and Bozan Tarto, are down, clearly having taken the brunt of this blow. You can hear some cries of shock and surprise from the other chamber where Mikan is, but it quickly comes running out, and it's a bit panicked, but notes that, what the heck? It's like whatever happened in the simulation was real all of a sudden. Luckily, no one is seriously damaged, but oh my God, the instructors! Oh,
As he says that, I'm gonna run by and just push him out of the way. Out of the way! That's it. Put my slide in. Borzan,
Hey,
are you okay?
well, Tarto just kind of brushes herself off, and please, I've taken worse than this for getting out of bed.
Wow.
Oh my.
She coughs up a bit of smoke and then puts her cigar back in her mouth.
I love you.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're a real sweetheart. Hey, Sirith, you alive? Well, yes, thank you for caring. Now, what the hell was that about? Suddenly, everything was just completely beyond my control. Uh, perhaps, forgive me if, cadets, if you could perhaps take a look around this chamber and see if you can spot anything out of the ordinary. I'm afraid I'll need a minute to gather myself. Whew.
I guess we can look around. Not like any of us were hit with lightning or anything.
Walk it off, Amazon. Well, pardon me for being a delicate flower. You're a delicate something, all right.
So, are you rolling investigation or perception?
Your choice.
All right, I got 17 in perception.
Okay.
I got a 14 in perception.
14.
5.
Oh, no. All right. Hang on. Well, let's see. David, you happen to spot something. It looks a little out of the ordinary in the other cadet's chamber, and you go over there and manage to find a rectangular metal plate with a strange symbol on it. And Ulu and Syra, you both also spot similar looking plate in your own chamber here. So,
What's up?
so as David comes out of the other cadet's chamber, you realize that, oh, he's got a similar looking metal plate there, and they were both just rather crudely jammed into the walls of the chambers. They have a strange jagged sigil carved into it.
Dare say maybe this may have been the culprit. It seems to be out of place compared to the rest of the chamber. An odd-looking sigil is upon it, and not that I know much about these things, but
What was that, Jayla?
Do we try Arcana to see if we can figure out what it is?
Yeah, you can roll Arcana if you want.
Yeah. Hey, natural 20.
Yeah.
dang.
Well, no topping that. So, yeah, Syra, you carefully look over your plate, and this is clearly a magic sigil of sorts. You're quite certain it's, yeah, an intentional bit of sabotage. It's kind of like it seemed to be set to overload the energy coursing through this chamber. And best you can tell, it's almost was locked onto the instructor. So this was practically a directed hit, the way these things were set up.
Saboteur.
Indeed.
Vos on Tarto takes one of the plates off your hands and looks it over. She scowls and chomps down viciously on her cigar. She goes over to Cirith and points at the sigil. That look familiar to you? Cirith's quicksilver eyes scan the object carefully. Vokath? Strange. I knew that Marcaine had a bit of a grudge against Mert, but to go this far, this, he's usually a lot more direct than something like this. This makes his grudge almost out to be a vendetta. It doesn't quite fit with what I know of Vokath. He's full of himself, Mercaine. What do you expect? Better warn the old wolf about this. Which point they realize, oh, right, you were all still listening to that. Forget what you just heard. It's not relevant.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Well, despite all the upheaval we've just had, there is still the matter of the exercise. And she looks over a bit of parchment and, well, congratulations, Captain Ulu. You and your crew managed to pass with flying colors. You not only retrieved the logbook, you fought off the pirates, you even saved some of your fellow cadets. So, yeah, I'd say you succeed finely. With that, each of you is awarded 100 gold pieces as a reward.
Yes.
Huzzah.
All in a day's work.
Micken, yeah, unfortunately, you didn't quite pass the assignment, but of course, given the matters that just happened, I can't exactly blame you, so you certainly have your chance to try again.
If I may chime in, ma'am, I will say this for Micken. He did made a lot to protect his crew during the whole ship explosion. I watched him use shields and things like that to protect his members from the arcs that were coming off his ship. So, if I will say, he would make a fine darn captain of his own ship at some point.
Well noted. Thank you for that input, David. And yes, we did observe that. You did well to mitigate what damage there was. He'll certainly get a commendation with the next time he tries this test, and I look forward to seeing him succeed on it.
And I give him a little pat on his back and a thumbs up.
Well, he does perk up a little, like, yeah, he's starting to feel like, yeah, he might be able to pull this off after all, this spell jamming thing. Well, with that, you complete your second day of training. And at this point would be where you guys get to go up to third level.
Huzzah!
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
Level 3.
Well, with I know we're at 8 o'clock, so how do we want to play this? Obviously, leveling up would take us a bit, so
Yeah.
That is true.
might just have to call a night then.
Well, you're the DM. What would you like to say?
Well, yeah, let me just double check again how things start off. I don't. Level 3 is usually when the fun stuff happens for characters, so I don't want to skip over that just to get through some. Well, I think we can at least set up the beginning of the next adventure. It's gets an interesting direction for things.
Yeah,
We're
Sounds
all right
good.
with that.
Mhm.
I'm okay with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right, let me just get this situated. Yeah.
Paint the picture.
Well, I'll do you better. I have pictures. I just gotta grab them real quick. All right.
Just kidding.
Well, the day began early at 4 bells as you were awakened by Bozon Tarto in a most discourteous fashion. Dodging thrown garbage cans, you geared up, ate a hasty breakfast, and were immediately commanded to the deck of a Hammerhead ship called the Flighty Foundling. As soon as you board the ship, it rises into the air toward Outerspace. This is not a simulation now. You are on the real thing. At which point Tarto addresses you. Strange meteorite has struck the spire on Hakatha, and you lot are going to recover it. The bad news is that Hakatha is populated solely by beholders and their kin. The good news is that an empty tyrant ship drifts above Toril, waiting for you to crew it. Though you'll need to install spell jamming hell on the command deck to make the ship fly. They'll travel aboard this beholder vessel, and you should be able to reach the spire without attracting the unwanted attention of other tyrant ships that may be patrolling the Hakathan space. We'll drop you off with Petty Officer Winston Ryback, who will ensure you don't go hungry. He'll command the deckhands Micken Haverstance, Cricklet, and Fared. You'll need to identify who among you is in command of the mission, as well as who commands the ship. Word of warning, tyrant ship is made of stone, so don't try to land it in water, you'll sink like a rock. The Flighty Foundling docks alongside the tyrant ship, which is pictured in the chat. Looks like a gigantic stone-carved beholder that floats in orbit above Toril. You're dropped unceremoniously onto the tyrant ship's cargo deck, along with a crate of supplies, a navigational map, and a shiny new spelljammer helm.
That's quite a vessel.
Petty Officer Ryback pulls up the rear wearing a backpack laden with cooking implements. Pots clang and clatter as he turns and waves goodbye to the Flighty Foundling, which has already set course back to the Academy. Yeah, where's my picture?
Did you
Okay.
get a rest? I wasn't paying
Oh, yep, sorry.
Yeah.
After that, you had a long rest to sleep for the night. All right, and there's some pictures of, well, you might remember him, Petty Officer Winston Ryback, the GIF, and there's Micken Haverstance as well.
Micken.
A lot less dweeby than I imagine it was.
Yeah, I imagine a really dweeby looking dude. Sure.
Well, funny thing is, this picture did come up earlier in the previous segment, but I figured if I show you a
Mhm.
picture of the character, you'll immediately realize he's important.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, and here's your other fellow crew members, Cricklet and Fred.
Which one's which?
Gee, I wonder.
You have to guess? All right, Cricklet is the thri-crane, the insect-looking one, and Fred is the plasmoid.
For
You
red.
gotta assume.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Well, yeah, Fred is spelled P-F-F-R-E-D, so Fred.
Ooh.
Welcome aboard, Fred.
Well, hey, glad to be
Yes,
here.
all of you.
And he seems to be surprisingly good at whistling as he whistles a jaunty tune. It's really quite puzzling how he managed to pull that off.
I look
Yeah.
at what was the gift's name?
Oh, Winston Ryback.
Yeah.
Yeah, Winston.
Yep, Ryback.
You know what to do. I give him kind of like the look. Look at his pots and pans. You know what to do.
Oh, you bet your ass I know what to do. Unfortunately, first we got to set up, but yeah, I'll cook you a hell of a meal, don't you worry. All right, let's take a look. What do we got for supplies here? Yep. Oh, right, and you lot will definitely want a map of this place. Beholders make some very interesting ships, last I checked. Hang on, where did I put that? And he starts rummaging through his pack, and you hear plenty of clanging and clattering, and here it is. And you get your map of the Tyrant ship.
Ooh.
Venice.
That
Oh,
is
it's-
interesting.
Well, you might note on the top image there how it has the gravity plane through the center.
Mhm.
So that means if you cross that, you suddenly would find yourself flipped as you're walking through the ship. Yeah, so you're currently on the cargo deck, so that'd be kind of the middle left image. And let's see. Yep, which is kind of like a tunnel around the edge of the ship then. Yep, so that's the basic map you're given. And see. Uh, Ryback is also going over your supplies for the trip. And well, if you find it's relevant, here's a list of them.
I can't help but notice a distinct lack of beans on this list.
Hey now, you do not go without beans on a long trip, all right?
Yes.
You might note we have two chests full of fresh foodstuffs. Mm-hmm. And 150 days worth of rations, and trust me, beans make fine rations.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna starve.
I can't help but notice that there ain't no guns on this ship.
You mean you didn't bring any with you? Oh, or you mean the cannons and things like that, ballista.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a strange thing with beholders. They don't seem to really care for them. I mean, from what I understand, it's mostly, the eye-ray things they got going on that they just use. I'm not sure how they use them outside of a ship, but I mean, well, heck, way I hear they carve these dang things out of nothing but rock and they're laser eye beams.
Dang.
Yeah. Oy. Impressive work, even if it's a bit dreary to have a solid stone ship. Well, I better get the galley set up here. Let's see. Oh, right. And, yep, if we want to get this thing moving, well, you'll need to install that spell jamming helm up on the command deck. Best place for it. Mick and Cricklet, Fred, come on, help me set up the galley here. I got to get everything organized here. Help yourself to some equipment if you like. It's going to be a little tricky, I'm sure, to navigate this place since, Beholder's also got the whole floating balloon thing going on. They don't feel like adding stairs, I suppose. Should have some climbers kits and plenty of rope and pythons if you like. Maybe build your own ladder or something. If you don't mind, I got to get my galley set up. Make sure I got plenty of beans for all of us.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, I guess we'll head to the helm.
Yep, to the command deck. So take the access shafts and well, yeah, it's basically a vertical tunnel, so it'll be a little tricky to get your way up there while
Oh, that's
carrying a spell jamming helm chair.
That's true.
You get some of that
Are
rope.
you going to be driving this thing?
No, what? Me? No, no. I'm here as an advisory role and as a cook.
Well,
This
no,
is your assignment.
Syra.
What?
Are you going to be driving this thing?
If nobody else wants to, sure. I like to drive.
I think you're quite well at it.
You drove very well in that simulation.
No.
Quite capable.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, Mick can just pipe up the. I can also pilot it if you ever get tired of sitting in a chair like that. I have a bit of magic myself, so I'm a viable candidate. Just putting it out there.
Okay. I like the idea of you helping him on the deck, though. You're very good with your magic.
Thank you. Yep, I'll help him get set up. Meanwhile, Fred is still whistling a jaunty tune along. Hang on, I wonder if I can upload that. Come on. We're allowed to use that now.
Yeah, we are. Just 'cause we're allowed to.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So
Beautiful.
Fred's got a jaunty tune, and Pricklet, on the other hand, the Thri-Kreen is kind of just seems to be shaking her head a little and is not particularly enthused about the sound, but is still doing her work.
Oh, I'm playing along, having a good time.
And how are we going to get this here Spelljammer throne to the top?
And you're lazy boy.
The lazy
Oh, unfortunately, no. This is not the eponymous lazy boy. This is more of a simple, mystical-looking chair. It's got some nice swooping curves to it, but it's like the office chair of spell jamming helms. It's not a lot of bells and whistles. It's basically there to do the job. Still reasonably comfortable, but it's not quite as personalized as some of the other ones would be.
I guess
That's your challenge then of figuring out how you're going to traverse a vertical shaft of stone.
Get some of that rope and those pittons. You
yeah,
climb up
100
there.
pittons.
Yeah.
Or actually, now that I think about it, right, since you're on the opposite end of the gravity plane, technically you'll first have to drop down.
Oh.
Trippy like that.
And then climb up.
Yep, halfway through you'll have to climb up. Flip
I
side.
wonder. Let me take a look at this here map. I wonder if we were to push the Spelljammer throne down there, then have somebody climb to the other side. That way, when the throne falls down and breaks the plane, it'll come up, and then we can catch it on the other side when it falls up before it falls back. You get what I'm saying here?
I think it could be possible.
Actually, I may have something now I can use to help.
What do you suggest, David?
Give me a second. Now with our new level,
Oh, you already got that figured out?
I was doing
Okay.
that while you were chatting.
Oh, fair.
That would have been a great idea. I should have done the same.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
I know
loading
it can get a little tedious sometimes to figure out the details, especially if you're picking your subclass and all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you can have that all planned out.
I didn't really get anything for level 3, so I'm good.
Oh yeah, right.
So,
Clerics
what are we
start
trying
off
to
with
do
their
exactly?
subclass.
Yeah.
Well,
You're trying
you
to take a chair and move it down without hurting anyone.
And then up.
well, yeah, you got to get it to the command deck, which is let's see, kind of the upper area of this whole thing, and you're near the cargo deck at the bottom. Unfortunately, because of the gravity plane, you technically have to drop down towards the command deck, at which point the gravity plane will swap, and at which point you'll fall back down to the cargo deck briefly. So yeah, it's a vertical shaft that'll invert gravity about 2/3 of the way.
I'm just gonna follow you guys.
I mean, if you look in the equipment, you do have plenty of rope and pythons and hammers and climbers kits, so that at least seems to be a hintity hint hint hint.
Yeah, the thing does say to make a rope ladder.
You know, if you can figure out something more interesting or creative, then go for it.
I have performance of creation now.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Continual flame.
But I'm trying to think what I can make to make this easier for everyone. If you guys have any ideas, let me know.
Rope? Wait, you
already
got
have
that
rope.
already. Yeah. Hovercraft. Or is that beyond the scope of the spell?
I mean, you think that, let this chair be able to hover with all this technology around us, but
It can't be higher than it can't cost more than 20 times my level.
Hmm.
So 60 gold pieces is the highest I can make for an item right now.
Okay.
So if you think
Hmm.
but at the time being, it can't be anything more than that. So I guess we'll have to go with
Anybody hear that?
the rope ladder.
Yeah, you broke up for me. You're
Okay.
glitched out.
I apologize. So any item I create has to be no more, no less than 60 gold pieces. Well, it can be less than 60 gold pieces, but it can't be higher than that. I can make within a 10-foot radius. And I believe the highest I can do is medium size right now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it specifies like that.
Yes. So I cannot make a hovercraft if you think it's going to cost more than 60 gold pieces.
just make it cheap.
Any object I create to help with us has to be about 60 gold pieces at the max.
Can you just make a rope ladder?
Yeah, I can make a rope ladder.
Because that's what the instructions want us to do.
You also were provided with
Rope
500-foot lengths of rope, along with pythons to hammer it in, and hammers to hammer it in, and climber's kit to climb with. So you have the
Maybe we
supplies.
should do that.
Yeah, let's try that.
You also have some lanterns with the continual flame spell cast on them.
I like those lanterns.
Hmm.
Well, it looks like a regular flame, but it creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen. So it's like,
It's a phony.
yeah, it's a diet flame.
Hmm. Now I don't like them.
Okay.
So yeah, if you guys want to try to make a rope ladder, that's well what they suggest anyhow. I'll admit I'm a little blank on how else you'd want to do it.
Ooh, bring me food too.
Ah,
So it would be what, sleight of hand to make a rope ladder?
Well, I'll just I roll some dice to see how many hours it takes you, and
Oh.
you know, if as long as you have a pretty decent plan of yep, we'll do the, you know, step by step, then I don't see why it has to be complicated.
So rope ladder.
Okay.
Rope
We
ladder.
thinking.
Well, let's see.
That way you
Mm,
can use that for something else, Brian.
That is a good point.
All right. Yep. Well, doesn't require ability checks then if you go that direction. So I rolled, and takes you about 6 hours to get a nice rope ladder set up to. Well, you know, it's quite a distance to go up this whole, well, vertical tunnel that inverts gravity, all fall things. So, but yeah, with some time and effort, you managed to make a pretty stable bit of rope ladder, and they're able to carry that chair all the way up, and then the odd inversion of gravity as things go a little bizarre. But yep, you managed to make it to the so-called command deck, the top. And yep, with that, you're able to start letting the spell jamming helm set upon the command deck. Except as soon as you enter the command deck, all of a sudden the ship starts to rapidly spin end over end, as if it's like one of those graviton machines, except this one's clearly going to just try to shake your insides to pulp if you're not careful.
What the hell?
This is different.
All right, hang on, let me get that loaded. Wait, nope, that's the wrong one. Ah,
We
here we
need to
are.
hurry and get me in charge of this ship.
Agreed.
Where is that? Huh. All right, well, roll initiative.
Initiative.
Initiative?
Oh, we're gonna kill our own ship.
Already made the last one into Swiss cheese.
6.
Ouch.
All right, well, let's see. Yep, okay, so the ship is spinning currently. Oh, hang on, better jot this down. All right, so yep, basically it'll be spinning, and then on initiative count, a certain initiative count, you'll have to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting bludgeoned by the spin cycle. So that's why there's initiative and all that while you try to figure out what you're going to do about this whole mess.
So
All right,
currently
so
we're like
And I-
floating in the center as we're trying to get this chair down.
well, it's basically just spinning. So if you're not careful, you're just going to get flung all over the ship basically and bashed into rock walls. So yep, right now everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh,
Ruh-roh.
19.
11.
I also got an 11.
23.
Okay, let's see. That's whoop. Blorf and David. Hang on. You.
Solid 10, oh boy.
Okay, yep, hang on. Gotta get the dice. Okay, Syra and Ulu, you take 5 bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone. Uh, David and Blorf, you take 2 bludgeoning damage and you're not knocked prone.
Dang, even at 24, that's insane. It's going bananas. Oh, I forgot we level. Okay, so hang on a second. 6. And then 2. Okay.
All
We've
right.
got to settle this thing down.
Well, yep, then it's Blorf's turn. So what are you looking to do?
I'm trying to get Serena up so she can possibly take control of this spinning crazy ship.
All right, so you managed to kind of
Leap into action and
yeah.
swim through
Try
the
to-
air to get to her.
All right, and yep, you help her up to not be prone anymore.
No, I'll use my body as a shield. I'll stick next to her.
All right. Well, with that, it's Ulu's turn.
Hmm. So what? I guess what can I do?
Well, you can try to prevent yourself from getting flung around the next round of things, or you can try to find some way to roll with the cycle, or see if you could somehow deactivate whatever's happening.
Yeah, let me perceive. What's happening here? Why is this happening? 16.
16 perception.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Well, you're pretty sure this is some sort of trap set by the beholders, but fortunately, you're not having a lot of luck figuring out where the source might be, or if there's a way to deactivate this. It's a lot of magic involved that is a little outside of your wheelhouse.
All right, I'll just brace myself.
All
I think I'm
right.
gonna puke.
Well, I'll make an athletics check then.
Athletics. Oh, I have advantage with athletics. 21.
21. Okay. Yep. Let's see. Okay, you have advantage on your next dexterity saving throw against the trap.
All right.
Yep, and then it's Cyrus' turn, and or actually, wait, I forgot. Ulu was prone actually.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so sorry, you actually have to use your turn to get up if you want to do anything. So
Oh, I thought I was like tumbling, like through the air. So I'm like stuck to the
oh,
ground, right?
prone is yeah, where you're just like slightly unconscious, so to speak. But so you were able to rouse yourself. You took a look to at least try to see if you could figure out what was going on. But other than trap set by the beholders, you unfortunately don't have much to go on. So fortunately, that's all you're able to use on your turn.
Mhm.
And Syra, then since Blorf helped you up, you're at least able to do something this turn if you want.
Okay. So I want to try and see how to disable this, what's going on. So do you want me to roll like a perception or an arcana or?
Let's see. Well, first, perception or investigation to try to see if you can, find what you're looking for to deal with this trap.
21. Perception.
Okay. Yep. You managed to rouse yourself with Blorf's help, and you quickly start looking around, and you happen to notice a bit of a panel on the wall that looks like it has some arcane sigils that could be the that's glowing, kind of in a telltale way. So that at least makes it clear to you. Okay, glowing would mean something's happening. So you try to make your way over to that, and you're quite certain whatever this panel is, it's got an influence over the spin cycle that you're currently caught in. So, well, you can either press buttons at random and hope you hit the right one, or make an Arcana check to try to figure out how to deactivate it.
I'm going to try the arcana check. I don't want
Fair.
to make this worse.
Don't be scared. Push the
10?
buttons.
You said 10?
Yeah.
Well, you're trying, but this is unfortunately a pretty complex thing. It's beholder made magic, so it's like a whole nother language you're looking at currently. So right now you're not quite certain on how to deal with this. Okay, and David, your turn.
Clearly pointing at this panel.
Right here.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna try to make my way to her, and I'm gonna give Syrah a bardic inspiration while I'm doing this. Now you have something extra with this, by the way. It's called the motive potential, and there's 3 actions you can use with it. I know I'm explaining a lot right now, but ability check, you get to roll again. If the roll is bad, you can use it again. You can use it for an attack roll, which is a Constitution saving throw on an enemy. Take thunder damage equal to the number rolled to the bardic die. Or you can use a saving throw to add temporary hit points to your health, which is the bardic die plus 4 points. But at least with the ability check, you can reroll again, which is nice.
Yep.
So I'll give you that, which is bardic inspiration plus the mote of potential, and then I'll try to help out and try to figure this thing out as well and do an arcanic check to see if I can figure out this board.
Yep.
21.
Ooh.
Oh, well, yep. You look this over, and Syra is kind of indicating things of, yeah, I got no clue what I'm looking at, and you carefully look things over, and, well, you've traveled the astral seas quite a bit, so you know a little bit more about beholders and
This is
their
true.
ways. So you're pretty certain you have a good idea of how to shut this thing down. Unfortunately, that'll require your next action,
Okay.
but you at
Well,
least
at least say I'm like,
know.
I understand what to do. It's on this board somewhere.
Yep, so you've more or less got this figured out. Fortunately, with that, spin cycle is getting pretty violent again, so everyone make a dexterity saving throw again.
Stop the violence.
Battle Cat, we need you.
Right? 24.
I'm going to use my
14.
point of inspiration and try that again. The result is
Ooh.
worse. 9.
All right, let's see. That was. All right, David and Ulu, you take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you're both knocked prone. And Syra and Blorf, you take 3 bludgeoning damage, and you're otherwise okay.
Oof.
Not okay.
Yeah, pirates couldn't kill us, but the tumbles might.
The washing machine will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that, Blorf, it's your turn.
So, does that mean I can figure out the panel if I get there?
Unfortunately, that check is for David. You know, he knows what he's doing. You could go over there and wake him up.
Yeah,
or
I'll
help
go
him
over
up.
there and help him up.
All right, so
Yes.
yep, you managed to fight your way through the spin cycle and get to David to help him up, and well, as up as you can get inside a giant washing machine. Ulu, you're unfortunately knocked prone, so you'll have to use your turn to get back, brace yourself again.
Yeah, I'll brace. Hey, go. Can I
All right.
crawl? I'm coming, team. Hold
Well,
your captain down.
if you don't want to get up, you can crawl. Yeah, you can crawl if you.
I don't want to stand
wanna-
up. Just get knocked prone again.
Okay. So you're just gonna try to crawl over to the team?
Yep, just. I'm coming, guys.
All right, Syra, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm wondering if David could tell me what to do to fix this.
Oh, I'd say that's fair. You know, if he knows what to do, so you just need to do it for him. So
Yes, I relay information to you now that I'm back on my feet. you which
Yep,
buttons you need to press to turn it off.
Blorf helped you out, but you're a little rattled from that tumble. So, yep, Sire was like, come on, help me figure this out. So, yep,
Press
you
that
give
over
your
there.
instructions, and with that, luckily, you're able to disable the spin cycle trap. And so, with that, things slow down, and the panel powers out, and looks like that little bit of nastiness that these beholders left behind was now fully dealt with. So, with that,
Huzzah.
you now have free reign to place your spell jamming helm.
I was just about to make my move.
You were prepared.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's get this thing all set up.
Yes, let's get that done. Ugh.
All right. Yep. With that, you take out your standard issue spell jamming helm. Unfortunately, no real fancy embellishments on this thing, but yep, you seat it within the center of the command deck, where it kind of gets an ethereal beam of light underneath it that connects to the ship, and things kind of light up briefly as this magic washes over it. And with that, your spell jamming helm is successfully integrated with the beholder ship.
Yay.
So, Syra, you want to tune with the ship then?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Tuning.
Why not?
Yep, you take a seat in the spell jamming helm, and much like for the practice sessions with the Hammerhead ship, you're now one with it as you are able to take full view of all this different nooks and crannies of this rather bizarre ship, and be able to see that in the cargo deck, Winston Ryback and the other cadets look like they definitely took a tumble from that mess too, but they're starting to make their way up. So luckily, they look not much worse for the wear than you guys did. So, yep. With
Everybody's
that,
safe.
you start setting along your pre-directed course. And oh yeah, right. I think I have a picture of a basic map.
Who's gonna sprint to where the gift's at and check on the beans? Bust. Where are
The
they?
beans okay?
Are they okay?
All right. Yep. So there's a little map of realm space as you started on Coral, and so you got to make your way past Glyph and Garden, and then you'll make your way to Hakata.
Takata.
Chicago.
Just try to sound like
Takata.
Hakata.
Chicago. You're out. You're out.
Yep. So, Syra, you start setting course for Hakatha, and the Beholder Tyrant ship starts just zooming through realm space. With that, I'd say you all are able to get a short rest at least in with during the travel time. You know, it's quite a trip even at light speed. So, get a short rest to regain some hit points if you like.
I didn't regain any hit points from
Huh.
I regained 4.
Hang on.
That's
I
odd. There should be some sort of roll then.
Yeah, there's an option to choose. You gotta select the hit dice to use up. Then it rolls the hit dice for you.
You got a what?
Maybe.
Oh, when you click the short rest, there's a thing on there, right above the red take short rest button. It'll show like mine says Ranger hit die 1d10 plus. And you just click one of those, and one of those check boxes, and it'll roll the dice for you.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Yay. Back to full health.
Mine didn't do shit.
Oh, maybe you forgot
Yeah,
the
leave it
check mark
all.
as well.
Yeah, I hit a check mark. It said confirm, and I said yes. Automatically
Oh.
apply healing with die result.
That's odd.
Is that
We
what
usually
we're?
we haven't really used short rests too often
Yeah.
in this. It's odd.
Short rest. 1. Take short rest. Confirm. You have completed a short rest. Relevant abilities have been reset, and then it just shows my 19 instead of 21 for my health.
Did you
Okay.
roll
gonna-
the dice after you clicked the
I'm just
square?
gonna do it manually.
What dice do I have to
Ooh.
roll?
Well, when
Your
I,
hit dice.
Oh,
yeah, when I
one
click
d8
short
plus one.
rest,
I
yeah,
healed
click
2.
the square and then yeah.
I clicked the square, but it didn't give me it didn't reset it. I'll
Well,
just roll
you
one
click the
d8.
square and then there should be a little box to click underneath it
Well,
that pops up.
In the equipment, there
No.
was also 10 potions of healing.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
okay. I got it. I just rolled it. We're good. I
Yeah.
custom rolled it.
That works too.
Is that where we're gonna call her tonight?
Well, I think I can at least set something up for, get us interested for next time.
Oh,
So after a bit of a short rest, Micken makes his way up and just notes that he's here to relieve Syra of her time in the chair if she'd like. You can take over for a while. She can stretch her legs. She's open to it.
she's not.
Oh,
It's her ship.
That's
okay.
right. It's hanging out.
Well, see, everyone make a perception check.
10.
17.
22.
13.
Okay. Well, everyone except David, you start to hear clanks of metal on stone coming from the hatch in the middle of the floor of the deck.
Hmm.
Kind of strange. It seems to be coming from the hollow deck, just like below the command deck, but in the reverse of the gravity. So kind of odd like that.
That's strange.
It is strange.
I wouldn't know. I have no idea what's going on.
Hey,
Everyone
there's
else
something
looks
going
like
on
weird.
over there.
Yeah, there's something going on. Let's go check it out.
Yeah. Let's investigate.
All right. So you three are going, and Syra, are you staying in the spell jamming helm?
You betcha.
Oh, all right.
Still attuning.
Mm-hmm. We get rid
All
of
right.
Josh doesn't have to do anything else. She's excited now.
Well, you make your way to the hollow deck, and this deck is one large bowl-shaped chamber containing several large piles of mechanical parts, with many more parts strewn across the floor. Several partially dissembled autognomes are among the wreckage, and picking them apart are 3 insectile creatures made of gleaming metal, as pictured here.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
look at that
joy.
my hair.
You
Hmm.
want to shake hands.
They look to these things seem to be just tearing apart the various autognomes and doing something with them. Oh, these insectile automatons menace you with rotating saws
Ah, menaced.
that extend from their forelimbs. They appear to speak to each other using clicking noises that seem oddly familiar. And that's where we'll leave off.
Done.
Like
Bum,
the
bum,
clicking
bum.
sounds we had heard when we dropped off that case of whatever.
No, not quite like that.
Damn.
Different kind of
I
click.
tried.
Yeah.
I tried
Right.
connecting the dots.
It's supposed to be a cliffhanger, Brian.
Whatever.
It was a valid guess. Yep, so
He said
that's where we'll
familiar.
leave off for next time. About to face off against these strange mechanical horrors.
In deep space.
Space.
Here, hang on. There, that's better.
There you go.
Much better.
Oh, much better.
Ah.
Oh, yep. So for next time around, make sure you're all figured out on your level 3 upgrades. And
I'm already
for
done.
those of you who haven't gotten to
Yeah.
it, let me finish, Brian.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. You said, well, I'll set everything up while you do that. I'm like, okay. So that's what I did.
Yep.
So we doing something this or next Friday, I should say.
Yep. We are doing something next
Would you
Friday.
like to announce that?
For those who watch and care, are always excited. I've been bugged to death to do another Crash Pandas. So I said, fine, let's do another Crash Pandas. But this time we're going to do it a wee bit different. It's going to be an actual tournament of sorts. I am taking the first 6 people from various groups we're in, like the Don't Make This Weird crew, One Up Gaming, is that what the name is?
I believe so.
As well as another one whose name I forget right now. But anyway, so the object is there will be a kart race of sorts. There'll be 3 laps. The top 3 will go against the next top 3 from the second tournament, and then I'll have one final tournament for the winner. You have to hop in the chat between 6 o'clock and 6:15. If you are not there by then, you don't get to play. So it's kind of like a first come. Yes. So that means JR, Jace, anyone else who wants to play, you have to be in a specific chat that I have here, and it's even called Crash Pandas Crash Kart. That is the voice chat. I have a map. Everything is set up currently. And as you'll be using the dice within the chat to actually announce what you like to do, so on and so forth. There are items, so the whole 9 yards. It's going to be a lot of fun. But again, it's currently going to be disclosed to people within our Don't Make This Weird group. And which case, later on down the line, we may do something else where it's going to be open to everyone if this works out well.
Okay. Yep.
But
Yeah.
yes, for now, the chat is closed. You can't get into the chat until I open it up exactly at 6 o'clock.
Ah.
And the first 12 within the chat get to play.
So
With
be
a grand
there.
prize at the very end. Yes. So if you want to
Okay.
play, you have to be there between 6 and 6:15. And if you are not there, then you're out of luck. But
Oh, yeah, I've
we're
seen
we're
some of
doing
the.
Crash Pandas.
Oh,
So what's the grand prize?
You have to find out.
$500. Oh,
I'll probably like an Amazon card or something. I don't know. My respect.
That's worth
Oh.
an Amazon card?
Yeah.
Well, you can get anything on Amazon.
Yeah, it's
In
true.
this day and age. That's right.
Brian's respect.
You can buy respect if you want to. Brian's respect. Literally just the words Brian and respect underneath.
Please allow for shipping.
Yeah. Plus shipping and handling.
Oh, yeah, I saw some of the rules and guidelines you posted, and yeah, looks interesting and straightforward. Do we still
I
have
wanted to make it. Go ahead.
do we still have character stats like the traditional Crash Pandas? Oh, okay.
Nope. No
So just,
more vendettas or anything of that nature. It's just straightforward. Play. You have 2 actions per turn. And well, I'll just read the rules. I wrote them down. But yeah.
Okay, but none of the D4s for your rotundity scores and all
oh
that.
no, those still count. Those still matter.
Oh, okay.
But
Yep.
instead, you're using towards your items now instead of like I want to go and try to like hop 8 cars and take whatever. And I do have it actually marked as to say like if it does this, does that, so on and so forth. That's how it's going to be. But there's no longer a +2 or +5 because you're attacking a human, or +3 because you really like food and you want to get that can of beans.
Okay.
So
No.
there's no longer the whole backstory vendetta modifications. It's all
Oh, yeah,
bland
but-
besides the items.
Probably still, come up with a character to play as.
Yeah, if you like, if you make it in time
Yeah.
and you want to have like your own, that's fine. You can do that. You can have your like a little thingy. That's fine. It just will no longer be like, well, because I am afraid of flying, I get a negative for jumping out of the car. No more of that kind of thing. It's just pretty much you're gonna race
Yep.
with the other raccoons, racing around the track. And I'll explain more as we go. As everyone's favorite, Dale will be making his return to
Yes.
on the track.
Awesome.
Dale Gribble.
Yeah.
All right
But
then.
yeah, that'll be next Friday. And again, you have to be there between 6 and 6:15. For the 15 minutes before we start the show, I will be explaining the rules and everything else more in detail. So that I don't have to worry about everyone going, I don't understand, and raising their hand. I'll be like, I will take this time to go through all the hoops.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So yeah, make sure to remind JR, because I know he likes to play, that if he wants to be there, he has to be there between 6 and 6:15 in the chat. I'll open up the chat, and then at 6:15, I'm closing it off from everyone else. No one else can enter the chat.
I think I have
Yes.
to show JR how, but I can do
He literally has to just click the chat.
Yeah.
Just click the chat. And then big thing to remember is how to use the dice is just hash or the slash roll
Oh
and
yeah,
then put
right.
the dice
in
we
the-
use.
Yep.
And another thing is too, just in case you're worried, I have a pad here with all the stat stuff. So when you guys tell me what your numbers are, I'll write them here. So you don't have to worry about keeping track of what's what. That way I don't have to hear, I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Write it down. I have no clue. It's all going to be here. The biggest thing, Rude, I know I'm still chatting and we're going to get out of here. But the biggest thing, Rude, to remember is now you have a 3 strikes and you're out. So if
Oh,
your
yeah,
car
right.
breaks down more than 3 times, you're out of the race.
Okey-doke.
Now your raccoon can take damage all day. You can jump out of the car and get hit by multiple carts and keep going. But that cart, as soon as it's out, it's out.
Raccoons are durable like that.
Yeah, they are.
Exactly. We've had so many accounts where people have like been dragged alongside the car who've been like basically been dead in races and like nope, oh he's just being dragged right now.
Still
Like,
going.
you're still going. They're durable creatures. But yeah, that's it. We're doing Crash Pandas next Friday. It'll be a crash cart. And if things go well, we'll do more of it open with all the viewers and stuff. So you guys can hop in the chat as long as you can behave and do some crash carts with us.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
behave.
Oh, hey.
You'd be surprised. Some of them don't want to.
There isn't a steamroller in there, is there?
No. People
Railgun.
online don't want to behave.
I did bring back the railgun.
Yep, I
Ooh.
saw that. That seems to be our
It's
just
a
our
staple now.
stand-
Everyone loves the railgun. Who doesn't
Why?
want a railgun?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Man.
raccoon with a railgun. It writes
I
itself.
It does. I actually would draw that. Raccoon with a railgun sounds awesome. I'm just a raccoon with a railgun.
Rocky Railgun, they call me.
Oh no, that's too close.
No, the railcoon.
That's right, Rocky the Railcoon. Oh man. But yeah, that's all I have for that. You guys have anything else you want to add?
Oh, no. I think so.
Nope, sounds good. Next Friday, Crash Pandas, and following Friday we'll continue on with Spelljammers. See what the
Yeah.
heck these strange saw blade wielding robots are.
And on top of that, next Monday we go back to doing Baldur's Gate and finally get into Act 3.
Ah,
Oh, finally.
I'm excited to see everyone's game crash when we finally get to the city.
Yeah, I know, right? It's gonna happen.
on Tuesday, maybe we'll finally get our last worm suit
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
forest.
So we can finally
Or not.
Or what? The people who need the suit are just gonna have to play separately with Josh. Am I the only one who needs one right now? By the way,
I think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Good last one.
And it was mainly because we couldn't find Boris when we were looking for him.
that's what I
Yeah.
get for giving up my clothing.
Maybe
Oh,
we'll
you
just
need
jump
Boris
right
skin?
on
I have
Sunday
Boris
for
skin.
my
Oh,
board.
you
Yeah.
need this? I have this. I'm
Oh.
like, no, I don't have.
We at least got the raccoon for crying out loud. That was the
Oh,
difficult
finally,
one.
that was ugh. I didn't think they existed. I thought you guys were lying to me.
Right.
Like, I had never seen a raccoon yet.
Google was lying.
Really? It took so long.
Believe it.
All right. But yep.
All
Thank
right.
you for joining us tonight. We got the fun sound of things on the horizon, so hope we'll have you there.
Yeah.
Bye.
But see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.